6 to 1 in the morning, meal one. I'm not even feeling hungry, you know. Just out of habit, I think I'm doing this. Milk is hot. The bowl is hot. And I just poured the fruit and fibre in just a couple of seconds ago, just before recording. I'm not even feeling hungry, you know. But yeah, I'm doing this out of habit. I think I need to change how I go about eating for sure. I think I need to put more of a conscious effort into it, and from there I'll be eating more healthy. Because this is not healthy. Right before going to sleep, before 1 in the morning, I'm having this sort of meal, in which I haven't really taken my health into account. It's just out of habit. I've been doing this. Yes, it is very easy to do, and it seems like the immediate place that I've gone in pursuit to try and improve my health by not doing this is justification. I'll validate it though. I'll validate it and say yes. It is extremely convenient to eat in this sort of way, because I mean, it would be right here. The fruit and fibre would be either right here, or if not, right here where the bread is. And that's my answer to how I can, at least if I am going to eat at this time, what I can do to make it healthier. For example, I could put something here. Like, if I do think I'm going to eat late, I could put something. Maybe I can even put the baskets I have here instead. Maybe. Or maybe I could put them here. But there'd be very little space to cook. Outside of justification and trying to problem solve, now I'm saying in my mind this is shit, so I'm just complaining. Hands slipped and the phone nearly went into this oil. Anyway, getting back to it. I was justifying it. I was justifying why I was doing this. And then after trying to problem solve and think, how can I make eating healthily more convenient to do than I've made it so far, I've just complained by saying this is shit in my mind. I know that I'm expressing dissatisfaction here, and that's okay, but saying that's not gonna help. Expressing dissatisfaction in that way is not gonna help, because it doesn't provide a solution for what I can do to make eating healthily more easy for me. Yeah. I can use this as my motivation. I can see my stomach getting bigger. That's my reason. I don't want my health to go through the window. I've got to change something, even if it's a habit. I'm not doing this. I've got to change something. Maybe I have to go more. Maybe I have to be more all in with how I go about eating healthily. Maybe. I don't know. But I know, for example, being in the gym, it encourages exercising and learning something new, at least somewhat, because I have a plan in my mind as to how. I have a plan in my mind as to what I'm going to do. What I could do is plan out what I'm going to eat. And as for productivity, I could also plan out what I'm going to do for the day as well. Very vaguely. I think that I could have solved it. If I do that, then I'll be making it a lot more, at least more difficult to eat compulsively and eat unhealthy foods like this out of habit. Yeah. Transform your body, transform your life. You're saying that it all comes, he being Akash Vikala, the author of the book, you're saying it all comes together, that you can use use things that you learn in the gym and how you go about training in the gym in all aspects of life, and it seems like I'm doing that now. I'll actually use that as an idea. Bulk, just like how I bulk cook, I could bulk plan, saying maybe like have times I'd eat, and say from like Monday to Wednesday, meal 1 this, meal 2 this, meal 3 this, so on. Just an idea. But yeah, maybe what I need to do is more planning, and then I won't eat as compulsively because I know exactly what I want to eat. I think I've got it. I've at least put myself over in a position where I won't be doing this. Because the precursors to eat healthily are here. They are here, but it's just that the ones that are here, the precursors to eat unhealthy are closer to the door. Look, as soon as I come in, all I have to do is glance right. The Nutri-Brand is there, because the flakes will be right here. So yeah, planning could be my answer. Anyway, cheers to learning more. Cheers to using how I go about training in the gym, which works in all different aspects of life. I think planning. I need to plan now in order to not just train compulsively, or just watch any sort of YouTube content compulsively. Yeah, compulsively meaning impulsive actions. That's what I mean when I say compulsions. Yeah, not like convulsions or anything like that. I don't mean it like that. Like, I mean impulsive actions. Yeah. But anyway, I think I'll leave it at that. I'm feeling very happy. Actually, I'll show my face. I think I've got it. I think I have it. I think there could be planning is what I could do in order to take things further so that I eat healthier. Yeah. Well, by the way, 1:02 in the morning, I will now be having meal 1 proudly because of this new discovery I've made with planning. Yeah. 1:28, about to make meal 1, starting from where I left off. Got the tomatoes here. I'm gonna add 1 onion into the curry. I've got some ginger, which I've already cut up in 2 small Scotch bonnet. Oh, here is his other one. Yeah. This is the ginger that I'll be using, which I've cut from this batch of ginger. It smells fresh and it feels fresh, so I do think it's safe to eat, even though it is sprouting a lot. Not only with that large sprout, but smaller ones here, maybe even here. Are there any other places? I'll try not to get this to touch me like it's gonna infect me or something. I don't actually know. I don't know. I don't know if it's poisonous. But if it is and I touched it, I'll certainly find out, that's for sure. I even wiped it off because I know it's going off. I know the ginger's going off, but yeah, I think it should be fine. I smelled it, as I was saying, it smelled fresh, and I think that could be where the main scent of the stew actually came from, in reference to the last time I remember making a stew. By the way, the noise is the washing machine, and I apologise if it's extremely loud. I am now going to get the cut. Actually, I'll probably use this one because it's larger. I don't need a lot of onions frying in the frying pan, so I'll just use a bigger one. I'll open the 2 tin tomatoes. I will then get this onion here. Oh, I actually need to add mixed veg. Last time I made a stew, I put carrots in, and it made it very thick. This might make the stew very thick as well. I don't know. We'll see. No, I certainly don't mind it. It's more than fine with me. Just like how I'd have to make the curry, I'm gonna have to make the rice that comes with it. Or cook the rice, sorry. I certainly didn't make this brown rice. It came from the supermarket, which was then provided by somewhere else probably. Yeah, okay, so I'm gonna get to cooking. Well, I'll make the stew and then I'll weigh the rice and then just let that cook in the background. Speaking of, I'll get the spoon out as well actually. Specifically for the rice, that is. Use this one for the rice cooker. And I'll weigh the rice first so that cooks in the background. That's gonna take about an hour because I'm doing 350 grams of rice. That's how long it took last time. So in reference to that, I'll say it'll take about an hour. And then I will make the stew mix. Anyway, I'm gonna get on with it. Yeah, let's go. I finished the bag and it was almost 350. I'll just top it up with a little bit of this rice that I've got here. Got extra 24 grams from the 324 that I had. So that's that I added from the other bag, this one here. So that's 348 grams of uncooked rice in total. That's close enough to 350, that will do. Alright, time to make that stew now. I am purposefully gonna make it less salty than I usually would because the salmon that I've made, I added a lot of salt in that salmon, so it should balance it out with that excessive amount of salt that I added on the salmon fillets and the little salt that the stew mix would have, or the curry mix really would have. Curry mix rather, so yeah. Here we go. 2 plum tomatoes, 1 whole onion cut into 2, 2 small red Scotch bonnet, and a whole load of mixed veg because I'm trying to eat healthily. No extra added salt. I'm gonna blend that now and see how it tastes. Hopefully not all that salty because, as I said, I'm trying to make this the least salty I possibly can because this salmon's really salty. So we'll see how it goes. I've seen this black. What is that? It could just be the pepper. It still smells fine. It should be fine. Even on this one, there's a bit of black. I think it should be okay. It should be okay. All right, I'm gonna blend it and I'll see how it goes. Yeah, it certainly doesn't taste salty. It looks a bit funny. I think it needs at least a little bit of salt. Plus, it's not really red, but that's because of the peas. So I'm gonna now add the curry powder in. I forgot, and see how it goes. Good. I just added the hot Madras curry powder in. Yeah, I'm gonna add some of the mild one now. I might actually add a little bit of salt because it's not that usual taste that I like. I might add a little bit, just a little bit. It looks exactly the same, so it's not going to look like there's much of a difference between the hot one and the mild one that I've added, but I have added. I'm adding. Oh my gosh, okay, alright. Yeah, I'm now going to blend that and see how it goes. This genuinely doesn't taste half bad. That was my reaction to trying out this curry without salt. No, without extra salt content. This actually, it looks like and smells like and tastes like it's gonna be a banging curry. I think I've got a new curry recipe. I'm not gonna get my hopes up. Not all the way yet, because I haven't tried it. I don't know I don't know how this is gonna turn out in terms of the final version, how it's gonna taste. But I think it's gonna be pretty solid. The smell is there, the taste is there, And it certainly sure as hell looks like a curry to me. Usually when I'd see my mum do a curry, she'd add the curry powder in as she's cooking the stew. However, I'm not sure if that's even going to make a difference. I'm going to try it this way, and as the days go on, I'll probably try it by adding the stew in and then the curry powder as I'm cooking the stew. It might make a difference, but I'm not sure. It's still mixing it in, it's still becoming a part of the stew, so I don't think so. However, I'm gonna add just a little bit of salt. That same universal vegetable seasoning that I used to season the salmon with, I'll use that for no particular reason other than the fact that it's salt content, actually. To add a little bit of different flavour, but still get my salt content in. What I could do is add a little bit of the vegetable seasoning that I've just showed, and also just snatch the chicken seasoning from the shelf here and just see how it goes. Just a little bit. Like even on one half of the blender, I'm gonna add that little because of how much salt the salmon has. The chicken seasoning might go with the chicken that I have. That I have already cooked. That's the chicken seasoning there. And then I'm gonna add maybe even a quarter. Add salt to a quarter of the blender. And that should do it. I'm gonna blend that, see how it goes. Okay, I've tried it out and it tastes like it has just enough salt content. However, because of how much salt the salmon has, as I've been really banging on about, I might have just added a bit too much. Not for the curry alone, but when it all comes together and when I added everything together, it might be just a bit too much salt. However, I'm gonna stick with it. I'm not gonna throw this curry mix out, absolutely not. I'm gonna try it and see how it goes. Speaking of the chicken and the salmon, I'm gonna get them out now. I'm gonna cut the chicken into small pieces as well, so that it's all mixed in the curry. Some big pieces, some big, not small ones, some big ones. I'm gonna cut them into some big ones because I do like chunky chicken bites. It's more filling that way for me personally, having more large chicken bites compared to small ones. Probably cut up the salmon as well in large bites too, as well, maybe for the same reason. But I'll probably munch them quick because the salmon fillets that I bought are very thin. I didn't know that at the time when I was buying them though. Makes sense as to why they're less than $3.50. It makes sense as to why they're less than $3.50 for 4 fillets. They're so thin. However, I do feel grateful for the fact that they're selling frozen fillets at the local supermarket now, because for quite a while they weren't. And it's just made it extremely convenient to cook salmon like this in bulk when it's frozen or when it's already frozen compared to when it's not. So I do feel grateful for that. Even though the fillets are thin, I still do feel grateful for the fact that I can get them frozen. At least during this point in time anyway. Okay, so I'm now going to start cooking the curry. I haven't checked the rice yet, so let's actually see how that's going. Yeah, not surprised. The rice cooker's cooking. Look at that black thing there. I didn't even see that when getting the cooker out, you know. But yeah, the rice is rising. The cook is cooking. Yeah, the cook is cooking, you know. The cook is cooking, yeah. Right. Let's get this curry going. We've got the chicken. Got the salmon. Let's do this. Seeing as I'm going to be frying onions and I don't have any oil of my own, I am going to use the sunflower oil that's here. 357, 29 minutes after starting, basically. Ready to go. I'm gonna start frying things now. And I've got also, they've got mixed vegetables out to boil as well, yeah, but I'm gonna start frying first. Now let's do it, let's go. After stirring it a few times, this is what it's looking like. Looking solid. Oh, it's done. The rice is done now. Let's see. Oh my gosh. Okay. This has just been cooking in the background. But yeah, it's definitely done. Wow, okay. It's 1:10 according to the clock on the wall, and I started at 1:28. But I didn't put the rice on immediately. It could have taken, this genuinely could have taken less than 40 minutes. That could also have been because I rinsed the rice with hot water, so that could have sped up the process because the rice would have been hot to begin with. So there was no need for it to warm up as much compared to if you were to rinse it with cool water. But yeah, it's going. The curry is currying. I just need to boil mixed veg in the broccoli. I've cut up the salmon and the chicken as well, ready to go in. And if I think I need more meat than what I've got, I'll just add more. There's tuna here, I might do that. There's one can. There's one tuna can and there's sardines. I can try sardines, that'd be different. But yeah man, I'm just gonna carry on getting on with it. I'll boil the mixed veg and the broccoli. Well, I'll get that prepared, yeah. I'll put the mixed veg in a bowl and then I'll get the broccoli prepared to cook. I added the rest of this chili powder in because it's tasting like it's missing something, like it's not sweet enough or something like that. So I'm starting to add just a whole different bunch of ingredients to try and make it nice and sweet. Hence, I'm starting off with chili powder. Of course, the chili powder is not going to make the curry sweet, but I'm just trying out a whole bunch of different things to see if it will help. Yeah. This is what the curry looks like without flash, by the way. I saw that it was on flash in that last clip, but yeah, this is what it looks like. Just out of curiosity, it looks, I'd say, slightly darker off camera than it does on camera. I'd say a little bit, but the look on camera is pretty accurate. I'm gonna try out some different things. I'll taste this now and then see if I like the taste, and then if not, I'm gonna add a whole bunch of different shit in there. To try and make it more sweet, I'm adding some. 2:45, just about finished up. Got a lot of washing up to do and drying away to do, but here goes brown rice with broccoli, mixed veg, and chicken and salmon. Chicken and salmon both curry with some of that mixed veg and broccoli to say. Yeah, this is it. I also added some Aleppo chili, which I saw in the cupboard, into the curry mix outside of the nutmeg that I added. And I also added more than I did on the clip to try and make it sweet. And it's got there. The curry did go on a bit at the bottom, but it's cool. I think the Aleppo chili is a bit, it's a bit, it does have some sweetness to it, which is nice. I didn't really add much extra water. There was some water from the broccoli, so it did make it a bit more, there is like a couple of puddles of water content there. But yeah, it's certainly there being in the saucepan. But yes, I do like the taste of it. Let's try some of the rice now. Very first time trying my own rice and curry without it coming straight out of the pot. Fucking top notch solid. Yeah man. I tried the curry after it's sweetened up, and I'm not surprised. Yeah, I certainly like this, and I'll do this in the future for sure. The chicken's not tough, it's soft, just as I'd like. And there's one thing the Healthy Gamer GG said, which I want to talk about, which I'll do when I sit down. 5 to 6, having this again. Yeah. 8:51 in the evening, I'm having this rather than the rice and curry because I don't want to eat too much of it at one time. Even though I can cook some more curry like it, I know what I'm doing now. So I'm having this instead. I decided not to pick out from the bottom, unlike how my mum and dad might have here, because it's brown, it's dark. And I'm not forcing myself to eat this food. I'm not desperate to eat this, but it is a switch up. I'm not even feeling hungry. I'm feeling very thirsty, but I do need to gain the weight. I've seen that my weight is now around, after eating food, it was around 74 kilograms. So it's a 2 kilogram increase over, I think, the span of a few weeks, but it looks like it's predominantly body fat by seeing it show on my stomach. Actually, hold on a second. This is probably more accurate. Compare that to videos maybe like 1 month to 2 months ago, and you probably see a major difference. But actually, I might do that myself rather than telling other people to do it. I didn't mean it like that. I apologize. I don't want to be out here telling people what to do. That was more so from, to myself rather than to anybody else. However, yeah, I need to gain the weight somehow. I don't know how I'm going to put on all the muscle that I want to put on without gaining weight. I don't know how I'd increase in muscle size if I don't gain weight. So you gotta do what you gotta do. But I don't want to put on a whole load of body fat. Really, I wanna increase my body weight because I'm gaining muscle predominantly, not fat. However, what Akash Vigela calls fluff might just be something that I have to accept. And it's not like I have to keep it with me. It's just something I have to cut down on later. Maybe over a year later or so, I don't know. But anyway, that's something I'll think about as the days go on. But for now, I'll eat this. Yeah, even though I'm not feeling hungry, I'm feeling full, but just really thirsty. However, I'm still gonna eat this though. I do need to put on the weight. It's just about 11:30 in the evening. I was gonna have some of this, but it's gone moldy, so I'll just have some of this white bread instead. Bread's starting to feel, the bread, the packaging started to feel warm, so I reckon it's gonna go off soon, but it's not off now. I make myself fat by eating this. I've got to really be careful. Oh, I just remembered the way how I get over this is planning. I have to plan my meals out. What am I going to eat? When am I going to eat? That will undo this. And until I do that, I probably will be doing this over and over and over again. Even if I go back to it, even if I eat healthy for a while, I probably would go back to this because there's no plan. There's no boundaries not to. Really, just recording videos isn't enough. Recording the videos show what I mean. They aren't, I haven't put them in place to provide structure with what I eat. To make me eat, so I make myself eat healthily on a daily basis. I'm certainly going out my way to make myself eat more healthily, for sure. But I like to do more. I'd like to take it one step further. Although Dr. K says, from her David GG says, don't move the goalpost. I think I'm ready to, so that I can actually start eating healthily, so that I don't overeat and put my weight on the absolute line. Because I mean, look at my stomach, and this is what I'm doing to myself. So I really have to be careful. Anyway, just because that guy who claims to be a qualified psychiatrist says not to move the goalpost, not to change how you go about things, too quickly, I'm going to, because I need to maintain my health. And if that doesn't work, I'll try something else. However, it's probably going to be the last meal of the day. And if it is, on that note, this is the end of the video. I'll give myself some milk on top of it. But yeah, this is going to be the end of the video. I'll pour myself some milk out, and then that will be it. That'll be me done. Signing out, saying peace. Oh, look at that. Some milk just teleported into the fridge. Nah, I really want to be able to, I really want to get my own stuff, more of my own stuff in. When I move out, it'll be me. Goodness. Anyway, here's the sandwich, here's the milk, compulsive decision. Yeah, this is me signing out. It's the end of the video. And cheers to eating more healthily, slowly but surely. For good. Oh, I didn't actually show what it was, but yeah. I didn't even see that till right now. But yeah, I'm gonna eat this, and cheers to planning. Cheers to planning, cheers to going out my way to make myself eat more healthily. On a side note though, I wanna rant a little bit. This wasn't me. My curry was just placed in this without my permission. That wasn't me. I came here to do that. Well, actually, no, I didn't. I came here to eat, but I didn't ask. And Mum and all that packed mine, but they didn't pack theirs. I don't like that. Small things like that, I would allow myself to feel aggravated from, as I'm doing right now. Because it's my food. I didn't ask for them to do that. But then that would be the same sort of shit that they say that they did for me, even though I didn't tell them to, and that even though I didn't give them permission to, seeing as it's my food. Then you could argue, well, they're the ones that pay the bills, and in a sense, it's their house. But nah, you don't just touch people's stuff. If I just started moving the things in their bedroom, they wouldn't like it. Just like how I don't like it that they just pack my food without me giving them permission. Anyway, it's just a matter of respect, really, and little things like that just show that, in my mind, they just show that they show disrespect. Putting things in my part of the freezer, even though we agreed that was my part of the freezer, it's not really. I didn't buy the freezer. Even though we agreed that was my part of the freezer, they still put shit in there anyway. Same goes for my part of the fridge. Yeah. It's disrespectful, but I won't have to take this disrespect for much longer. When I move out of the house, I won't have to take it at all. However, for now, I'm doing what I have to do and growing to the point where I'm on my own 2 feet and I don't have to take this shit anymore. Anyway, I'm done. And cheers to eat more healthily, slowly but surely, and cheers to allowing myself to live how I truthfully want to live, and not taking that sort, and not put myself in a position where I receive such disrespect. Peace.